Hey guys, it's Coco here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a makeup tutorial and another story time. Okay, so this story takes place at Sephora. Okay, so this was last week, and I was hanging out with my friend, and I have a Sephora nearby, so we always like to go look at their stuff and just hang out there for fun. So while we were there, I encountered some 8-year-olds. And I didn't think anything of it because there are always a lot of Sephora kids, but they're actually really nice. Like, they always smile at me and they're super respectful. So I smiled at them, and then these two girls just started laughing and they're like, look at her. So I'm like, okay, like, it's got a little kick. So I just go to the Sol de Janeiro section and I'm with my friend and we just start smelling them. But the Sol de Janeiro section is right next to the Jisoo section, and this 8-year-old has a bag full of stuff, which is like Paula's Choice, which is for like anti-aging. I don't even know, but it's not meant for young skin. And she's on a call with her mom and she's like, Mom, can you add $100? Like, can you Apple Cash me $100? And I couldn't hear the mom on the phone, but obviously she didn't like what she heard, so she started yelling and crying in the middle of the Sephora. And since she didn't have enough money, she started stuffing things into her pocket. So they run to the back of the store and they're all talking and they were like discussing their plan or something. So I eavesdropped and I was just hearing what they were talking about. And the main girl who was crying and who was stealing, and they were like, okay, Julia, have all your stuff ready. But then one of the testers fell and they saw me eavesdropping. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I wasn't listening. I was just looking at the testers. But I was doing both. She gives me a super dirty look, and then she smirks at her friends. I go and tell my friend what happened, and we're like, okay, I'm out of here. And this girl, while I'm leaving, she puts a Cloudberry toner from Glow Recipe into my bag. And we were leaving at the same time, so I think that was her plan, not getting caught stealing. So they run out, and I literally am like, what the heck just happened? And I realized I had put something in my bag, and I obviously put it back. And then I explained to the Sephora workers what happened. And then the Sephora workers were saying, like, oh, yeah, they come in a lot and mess up the testers. But they kept saying how, like, messy they were and how loud and how they always caused a scene at Sephora. And I just felt so bad. And y'all, let me save the best part for last. So I was just talking to the Sephora worker, and then me and my friend leave. And our next step was Lululemon, because that's what you usually do when we hang out. We go to Sephora and then Lululemon. And the Sephora girls were at Lululemon. And they were, like, literally laughing in the corner. And then they were like, oh, there's that girl from Sephora. And with her massive Stanley, this girl hits me in the head. And, like, no, it didn't hurt, but, like, how could she ever do that? She's like, oops, sorry, and then she goes running off, and then I can't find her. I was actually in shock, and I could not believe what had happened. So y'all, be careful with these Sephora kids. Yes, I am okay, and the girl is banned from Sephora, so everything's fine, but